Oh, am I live? I'm trying out something new. So, yeah, I'm just that. I don't understand. I don't know what I'm doing. It's my first time using StreamYard. I haven't used StreamYard before. I have used, oh, I have used Ecamm in the past. So this is not like for the first time using StreamYard. I'm trying to figure out like what I like. Guys. I don't even know if you can hear me. Feeling nobody on the page. So, YouTube page. And my first time recording a video for Diary of the Heart, Memoir of the Soul, which is a digital diary that I created last year. And that's really funny too. But I'm gonna add video soon. I didn't put makeup on my filters, nothing. It's just a little blurry background. And honestly, it was just so that I wanted to just happen so I can get more consistent in recording, get used to recording, and find out what works and what doesn't, you know? And so it's literally like no, no, nothing. I'm about to record because I did want to put an episode into it. So I wanted to take this episode to actually read the excerpts in the book and to take the time. And I don't think I'm like too emotional. I think I can kind of, you know. So like I said, it's my first time. I'm actually, if you're listening to the audio, I'm streaming on YouTube for the first time. So this is another episode of Diary of the Heart, Memoir of the Soul. And I wanted to kind of like put the intro of the book kind of out there. The book drops on March the 16th, which is my birthday. I'm a little nervous about that. Just a little bit nervous. Um, but I am also excited. So, hey, I'm in the midst of writing a book. It's called Bitter, The Road from Revenge to Redeem. And it's just really about my journey with like bitterness and like how I'm handling it and just like a, it's like, because it's not really like my memoir yet, because I really don't think I'm old enough to write a memoir. But it's like a moment in time, or a couple of moments in time that led up to this one feeling, which was like how my bitterness grew and how it just where it stemmed from. And so in the intro, I think a lot of it kind of, I got a word in my head, I don't I don't think that's the right term, like metastasize or something. I don't know. Like bitterness kind of metastasized. Hopefully that is the right word. And how it has been over the past couple of years, breathing. And you just kind of got that. It kind of just got out of control. And so I'm going to start with like the intro to the book. So the name of the book is called Bitter. Like I said, it dropped on March 16th, 2024. You'll be able to get it off my website, Bitter Lemonade Company. And yeah, a little like visit like a capsule collection, like a little merch line that came with it. And it dropped on February 14th. I've done so. I hear I'm doing some bitter-ish. So okay, so I'm gonna begin. So in the telling of my own story, I, a single mother of a certain age, has found herself ensnared in the insidious grip of bitterness. My story is a testament to the far-reaching consequences of bitterness, as well as a testament to the strength and resilience of the human spirit. I would like to think of myself as a woman of undeniable, undeniable beauty. Yeah, like right now, not so much. Mm, Um, but not just in appearance, but in the essence of my being. My smile, so rarely seen nowadays, being the combination of my parents, has given me the power to light up a room. But behind the smile lies the tapestry of heartache and resentment, woven with threads of regret. My journey into bitterness ensued with a series of tumultuous breakups, each leaving me disappointed with regret and resentment, and feeling emotionally battered and drained. The scars from these failed relationships ran deep like jagged chains, etched into my soul. I carried the weight of past hurts like a heavy burden, one that threatened to crush my spirit. Dating became an exercise in trepidation as I approached each new relationship with a guarded heart. The walls I had built around myself, constructed from the bricks of past betrayals, often keeping potential love at a distance I didn't even notice. The bitterness took root, feeding on my inability to let go of pain inflicted by others and even myself, but was easily hidden from the pressing and stuffing down of emotions. Parenting alone, I faced challenges that tested my resolve daily. I have never anticipated the weight of parenting this way, or at all for this matter. And as of late, the constant struggle to meet my children's needs while navigating the treacherous waters of single motherhood weighs heavily. Bitterness found ample nourishment in my feelings of isolation and overwhelm. While I was running towards a new life when I relocated, I was also running from the disappointment in my previous one, the life I was now resenting. The bitterness seeped into other areas of my life as well. My dreams of entrepreneurship turned into nightmares as I faced financial setbacks and the closure of my businesses. The taste of failure lingered on my tongue, further fueling my resentment towards a world that seemed determined to thwart my ambition, vision, and dreams. While separation may contribute to isolation, it also allows you to dive deeper without the constant voices deterring you from your goals. But in diving deeper, things came to surface that you didn't think were affecting you, or situations in your life you thought you were delivered from. One of the deepest cuts came from discovering infidelity by a partner I had trusted implicitly. The betrayal pierced my heart like a dagger, and the wounds refused to heal. I thought time would have healed them, especially since these wounds were so old, but suspicion became my coveted companion that tainted my future relationships with an ever present shadow of doubt. My journey into motherhood was not one I had chosen willingly. In fact, it started as a child. I often say I became a mother even before I became a woman. Occurring unplanned pregnancies that thrust me into the role that I had never envisioned for myself, and a resentment towards my own circumstances gnawed like relentless hunger. The children I loved dearly, I had never wanted, and this internal conflict added to the growing bitterness within, not just for me, but because I got my truth of them. Now, I don't want to paint the church in a bad light, but that was where more trauma further deepened. A gaping wound I continuously bandaged, a sanctuary where soulless and godless was sought, became a source of inner turmoil. I struggled with reconciling my identity as a single woman with a numerous number of children, with the expectations placed upon me by the church. The spiritual discord fueled a sense of alienation and added another layer to my ever-growing bitterness. I wrestled for years about sharing my story because it is shared. I understand that while my perspective is true for me, I never wanted to vilify anyone, but be vulnerable and be a beacon of light for so many that hide parts of them that bleed into the dichotomy of their souls. I am a woman whose heart, like so many, has been broken and bruised by life's unrelenting challenges. I am someone who has grappled with my own demons, and it is precisely in my struggles that I exposed a profound human experience, a longing for love, belonging, and healing. As I finally open the door into my world, I ask that you draw to me and my story not with judgment, but with empathy. I want you to see the woman behind the bitterness, a soul yearning for release from the chains of resentment. My story is a reminder that bitterness is not a choice, but often a reaction to the circumstances that life thrusts upon us. My bitterness was not a constant state, but was a pervasive undercurrent subtly influencing my choices, thoughts, and emotions. It has cast a shadow over all of my relationships, even those with my family and children, making trust a rare and precious commodity. It has held my dreams hostage, replacing them with the weight of regret and whether it has muddled my sense of self, causing me to question my place in the world and the eyes of my faith. Yet, amidst the darkness of bitterness, there is a glimmer of hope. I know my story is not defined solely by my struggles, but also by my resilience. Within lies the constant evolution of a woman in motherhood. My journey is a reminder that the grip of bitterness, though insidious, is not unbreakable. With intentional work, the right support, or the lack thereof, self reflection, and healing, the human spirit has the capacity to transcend the bitterness that threatens to suffocate it. Now, I find myself increasingly at ease with the prospect of sharing my story. It's a common inclination for people who recount their stories from the vantage point of having overcome their trials. We often pre- we often prefer to arrive at the destination and then entertain and amuse others with the narrative of how we carried through or how we successfully arrived or even the story of our business thriving after that $1 million moment. Yet, despite having checked off so many monumental milestones that some only dream of, I felt an unwavering urge to share my journey before I reached the destination. There was something profoundly essential within my experiences that I believe could offer solace and guidance to those navigating similar paths. Even though, paradoxically, I often found myself feeling isolated in my struggles. Bitterness, though a hovering presence in my life, was not a sole force tethering me to a state of emotional disconnection. There were moments when I felt as though I were observing myself from the outside, particularly during the most challenging periods. The advent of my 40th year introduced a peculiar fog into my mental landscape, punctuated by unsettling moments of weakness. Furthermore, having multiples as a result of a geriatric pregnancy, which also led to postpartum depression, left me energetically drained. I grappled with a sense of frustration, not recognizing a woman who stared back at me in the mirror. I felt overweight, sluggish, and enveloped by an overwhelming dissatisfaction with my life to the point where I questioned whether there was any purpose in it continuing. It wasn't that I desired death per se, but I found myself grappling with the overwhelming notion that if this was all that God had in store for me, then perhaps I didn't want to continue living. The endeavor of writing this book served as a catalyst, exposing layers of emotions and memories that I had repressed and concealed for an extended duration. It was solely an exploration of my past, but an unveiling where I began to expose these layers to the world. Now I stand exposed before an audience with nothing to conceal me as I confronted my suffering, my trauma, and my pain. I couldn't help but witness the emergence of a more authentic self, a woman who was beginning to take shape. I came to realize that my optimal self had been dysregulated and disconnected from various facets of my being. Some elements of my bitterness stem from factors beyond my control, such as ingrained thought patterns, behaviors, and habits inherited from my parents, culture, and society. These burdens weighed heavily on my mental and emotional well being and began to manifest physically, leading to weight gain, breakouts, and hair loss. Determined to unearth the me I deeply desired the world to know, I embarked on a relentless journey, engaging in a plethora of therapeutic approaches. I devoured the information and diligently incorporated wisdom into my daily routine. A pivot, a pivotal moment occurred when I encountered my inner child, seemingly frozen in a time at the age of 6. I can't quite fathom what transpired until then, as my memories of life after the age of 7 remain shrouded in mystery. But something shifted profoundly. Today, I write from a place of ongoing healing, recognizing that I'm not yet fully healed. Some aspects of my life resemble a wilderness, while in others, I may find myself in the midst of Egypt or even the promised land. However, I've acquired the ability to slow down, cultivating greater self awareness and presence with myself and those most dear to me. I feel a heightened sense of connection and empathy. I have learned to set healthy boundaries, and for the first time in my adult life, prioritize my well being. In the subsequent chapters of our exploration, we will dive deep into the awakening, the path to forgiveness, and the cultivation of spiritual, emotional, and mental growth. I hope my story will serve as a backdrop, a testament to the human capacity for change and transformation. It is my hope that through these chapters, we can illuminate a path from bitterness to a life of hope, healing, and personal growth. So that's just like the little intro that I wrote in the beginning of that book. Kind of give an idea of like the journey. The book is like written in different stages. I mean, like some parts are written years ago, just kept in for like journal entries. Some parts are like um, most recent, and some are just like a development of thoughts and emotions like built upon. And I actually created a framework that I think you can place your own personal stories, traumas, situations, um, into even if you have like habits or behaviors that you're struggling with and you're trying to figure out where it came from and you're trying to figure out where you need to get to in those moments, um, in the middle of those habits and why you're responding and acting the way that you're acting. So I developed a mindset framework that coincides with the work that I did with myself. And I personally think that you could gain greatly from the personal experiences and the things that I would struggle with. Um, I really still struggle with. Um, so yeah, that part. I originally came on here. I knew I needed to like I wanted to dive into the process a little bit more creatively. I had some ideas that I wanted to do. And I probably still have time. I wanted to do it over like a 90-day period for the book drop, but I see life and mm, thank God there's all these gardens because I don't even know where I would be without him. Not even just in the process of eradicating bitterness and resentment from my heart, um, but in growing to know myself, I think in growing to know God, yes, um, I got a little bit closer to myself and I got to see the parts of me that I normalized and that culture and society normalized that are really just not um, beneficial to us in any type of way. And so moving forward, I plan on, well, I've always been very authentic. I've been open, transparent with my feelings and a lot of my situations. But moving forward, I think I want to be pleasantly pleased with the person that I know I don't want to say I should be, but possibly the person that I was pretty much destined to be, or as close as possible to her. And so a lot ensued And now I am finally getting to the point where I think I pretty much always loved myself. And I think I'm getting to the point now where I want to be. Um, I want to enjoy the journey of her revelation. And so that's what I'm, if anything to you, hopefully it does. But yeah, this is my first stream on YouTube. So if you're on YouTube, you can go to LaNyce's Privacy and then LaNyce and then Privacy with no vowels. So PRVCY. So you should be able to find me there on YouTube, LaNyce's Privacy. And if you listen to the audio, well, you're already here if you listen to the audio, but if you would like to listen to the audio can be found in anywhere that you listen to podcasts. And it is called Diary of the Heart, Memoir of the Soul. I should probably have a book with that title in a couple of years. Not right. I just want to thank you guys for listening. And I want you to like, share, comment, subscribe, like, even if it's something that like kind of stood out for you or you resonate with parts of my story that I mentioned. I'm gonna remove moments here because I think I'm going to live stream the recording of Diary of the Heart Memoir of the Soul. I'm going to live stream them on this YouTube page, but they will always be on audio under Diary of the Heart Memoir of the Soul. Thanks for tuning in.